This week on the Push Pull Ace podcast, the LOOM mentors are worse than ever. And what kind of crazy stuff are the Philly Eagles doing before the Super Bowl?
3, 2, 1, going Greg.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast. For myself, Dan Meek.
Me, Tom Hall, what's going on, bro?
Just be glad you can go upgrade, do you know what I mean? Just embrace it, mate. You've got hair, so do you know what I mean? Stop rubbing it in.
Just, I feel like it highlight when I wear this hat. Like, I feel like without a hat, fine, but it's definitely like certain bits that I definitely see them, and I'm like, maybe it's the light as well that I can really kind of see them.
I can't really see them that well from here, so don't worry about it, mate, too much.
You're in Dubai, you can't see them, mate.
No. Just shave your head. You look actually ridiculous with a shaved head. You actually look ridiculous.
I don't think I'd look good. No. I shouldn't have been a little bit.
I don't think I look good with a shaved head, but it's just more out of necessity than anything else.
I'm just used to it now. Yeah, like, we're used to your head.
my head, yeah. People say they can't imagine me with hair, which is like probably a good sign. Do you know what I mean? It's those ones that you see where they have like hair and they try and like comb it over and hide it, and it's just like, mate, you can fall in no one. Like,
it's just
embrace
it. Embrace it. Get rid. It looks worse with the flop of like withered across. Yeah, it looks worse.
It's not a good look. The real question, Tom, is: did you stay up to watch Super Bowl?
I did not.
Oh, that must be the first time in a while.
Yeah, I just haven't followed it. Like, I honestly haven't followed it this year.
I'm the same with American sports basketball. I'm just not bothered anymore. Like, I used to be really into it and love watching it, and even now I can watch the times it's on is like a good time in the morning. Like, I get up, I could watch it. I just can't be asked.
Yeah,
weird.
I was just because previously massive fan, would go out, book wherever, blah blah blah, and I don't know whether it's in correlation with the Colts or shit. So I'm like, meh, I haven't really been watching it. Also,
you're a glory fan,
know,
right?
I'm a complete glory hunter. But similar to you, like, I think it's also similar to maybe just the broadcasting and media around our football has gotten a lot better, I feel, probably in the last 10 years. So I've just watched that, I guess, more. I think I've watched more football since kind of now, since when I was like probably a teenager. I used to like fucking love it. And like now it's like, well into it a little bit more now. So yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, that's actually something I've written on my list to talk about as well, something to do with the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, I do enjoy the Instagram things of videos of people interviewing Americans of being like, is this the biggest thing what's bigger, the World Cup final or the Super Bowl? And they're always like, the Super Bowl? Are you crazy? Who more people watch this? It's like,
yeah, it's because they just think the world ends with America, don't they?
It's worldwide. It's got the bigger fan base. No, I'm like, what? I'm pretty sure 4 times more people watch the World Cup final than the Super Bowl. I think it's give or take that.
But how roughly what do you think the ratio is?
I'm gonna go for, because in terms of, so apparently the Super Bowl is the biggest English speaking event watched. So the most English, for English speaking countries, it is the biggest event watched each year. But obviously, the bigger event for most countries to watch is actually the Champions League final, which is the more comparative thing, really, because it's every year, whereas the World Cup final is every 4 years. So, but I'd imagine the World Cup final maybe 8 times.
Close.
Okay.
14
times. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe
the
Champions League is the Champions League maybe 4 times as many people.
3, yeah.
3, there we go. Yeah.
Roughly 3. I mean, crude maths, but 3 times more. The Super Bowl, 123 million viewers. Super Bowl, 123 million. And the
Isn't it
Champions
a lot, really?
It's not a lot at all. And then the Champions League had 450 million viewers. And then the last World Cup final had 1.5 billion. It's 123 to 1.5. It's not quite 1 to 15, so I said 1 to 15, 1 to 14.
123. That's crazy, isn't it? Because the US is 330 million people. Only a third of them are checking in. Sort it out.
I say only a third. I mean, it's still quite a lot. Isn't it?
It's still quite a lot, yeah. But
there you go. I didn't think it'd be like that.
But how much it costs? How much did it cost to run an ad in the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, I don't know. It's usually a lot, isn't it? But I guess it might have gone down now because more people just on their phones during the fucking Super Bowl.
But it's still like the biggest thing, right? Apparently for 30 seconds ad, I think it was 8 million to do.
Well, I suppose you get in front of a third of the US, right? At any one point.
Yeah. You'd hope.
Thing is, this is what's mad, right? Is like, people go, oh my God, how can footballers earn so much money? It's like, this is how. This is literally how, because you watch it. And like, they don't know. They can't put two and two together. So like football, it annoys me when fans do this. It's like, right, so 8 million for 30 seconds, right? So that TV broadcasting network pays that money, right, extra to people, to the NFL to be able to broadcast it, which then filters down to the players, right? I know that I'm teaching you this, Tom, and it probably like sucking eggs, but like people don't get it. They don't get it in their heads where it's like, if you stop watching it, right, they will get paid less. But then they go, oh, I don't want to do that, right? So just stop moaning about it. That it really winds me up. Like it's the same with like the whole like we're not going to get into this argument because we're not going down this path, but the whole like why women's sport deserves more money. It's like, no, it's just literally based on viewing figures. Like it's the same reason that conference players get no money. No one wants to watch it. Like same reason. Tom, no one wants to watch Southend.
Excuse me. Where was I at the weekend?
Probably watching Southend United.
No, even worse.
Bournemouth.
Worse now. So I was with my fantasy football, not your fantasy football. I've got a different fantasy football league. If you want in, mate, you can come in.
I'll beat you on that one as well. It's fine.
No, you won't beat me. This one's more in depth, mate. This one's more in depth, and there's more fun things. So we have like you can steal players in this one. So because this is a draft-based system. And you can rename your teams if you like double point score because it's like a versus thing. Anyway, we were having had an AGM on Saturday, so we meet up.
GM, you guys are so cool.
We meet up.
Cool.
So what actually happened was so it was the prize giving because we hadn't been able to all meet up at the same time. It kind of hadn't happened. We normally go to Rains Park Vale, which is a very shit team. But they got rained off, unfortunately, and we were already at the pub. So I was like quickly on nonleague.com, whatever it is, trying to find what was on. So we went to Sutton United versus Hartlepool. It was awful. It was too good a standard that you're not allowed to drink in the stand, but not a good standard at all. Also, Sutton's not a nice place. But anyway, so last year, we allow for so basically we put all the teams of the Premier League in number them, obviously 1 to 20. We do a random number generator that picks out a team. And then we do 1 to 50 for squad number. That gives us a player. So our league is called the something fan club. So last year, it was called the John Egan fan club. So that was a Sheffield United centre-back. And the loser of the league, the person who finishes bottom, has to buy a piece of memorabilia of the title person. So the John Egan fan club. So John Egan memorabilia. And Daniel.
What did you win? Oh my God.
I know you've been waiting for this. Anybody go to YouTube now?
It's a signed photo of John Egan.
Our Lord and Saviour, John Egan.
Must have. Do you know what? I reckon that probably cost the person buying it, probably cost them money. Not the other way around. That I bet the person paid them money to take it off.
So
their hands.
what was funny? It was he was actually So not weirdly, really. Obviously, he just paid for the photo of the signed photo, and then he was like, "Oh, I can't just give him the photo. I've got to put it in a frame." The frame costs more than the photo.
I'm surprised.
The frame is hideous. I was like, this is absolutely disgusting. But what was quite funny was obviously we had like, we were like 8 or 9 of us. Then some of the lads went home, but we went to like a pub, then we went to a restaurant. But I had this with me. It's like one of those things you've got to carry around all day, whatever. But then I popped it on the table each time. So we had it at like the head of the table or like at a space. And the Indian restaurant, the woman thought it was a memorial. Because obviously it looked like we were having like a wake or something, and she like gave us like some free thing because we had it out, and we were like cheersing it every now and again.
Wow.
Oh, we creased up. Then we did it. We
And
did
you didn't think to say.
no,
You
you're
just
talking.
ran with
We were hilarious, and we did a little story. I tagged John Egan in it. He liked my story, so me and John
I
Egan
bet
are
you did,
best
because
mates
no
now.
one else is ever going to say that.
We were like the John Egan fan club AGM meeting up, and then a picture of like Johnny Egan.
Surprised he didn't turn up, to be honest.
To be
Knowing the
fair,
style
yeah,
of
he
football
should
he
have been
plays.
like. He plays for Hull now, mate. So
Does he?
yeah, I was like, mate,
Connection.
I said I'd give you a bell and like see if you know anybody back from Hull, you could get in contact. It's like get him
Oh.
there. So, so this season, the league is called the Taiwo Anwonyi fan club.
Oh, the old forest striker. Yeah,
The
I like
Forest
it.
striker, correct. So he's got a lot to
Yeah.
live up for. Like, mate, if he doesn't, when we tag him, if he doesn't like our story, like,
He's already worse than John Egan straight away.
he's,
I mean,
mate, John Egan set a high bar. So,
fair play.
Lord and
Fair play to
Savior,
John Egan.
John Egan. What a lad.
Well done,
What
Johnny.
an
Well done,
absolute
Johnny,
lad.
lad. Well done, Johnny.
All right, we need to talk about some topics, I guess. We're just filling time.
Would be wise,
aren't we?
yeah. Would be wise for us
No.
to talk about some things.
So my list here, Daniel. See if do the classic chat of it. See if any of these tickle your fancy. See if you can get into any of these. I love that when they do that. Oh, is there something in that? Is there something in that? I think there's.
Yeah.
I think we can go
There's
digging in
something in
that.
that. Yeah, we can get
just preface this. Do it like if we bothered having a producer that was going to do this. Just clip this. We really think it goes somewhere. Stick with it. After 12 minutes, we really. I listened to one of the shows about fucking changing, like not using their iPhone. That was not a good episode. If you haven't listened to it yet, might be one to skip.
Brilliant.
All right. So we're going to talk about all these topics, to be fair, because I feel like you will have an opinion. Number one will be the Eagles from the Super Bowl. Because it went around, and it's also something I'm going to be doing a little bit more on the old YouTube channel, because I feel like I spread the love, but spread good work. Something I normally do in my emails more than anything else, but the in-season lifting Super Bowl week, they posted a clip up. Yeah, we can talk about that. I can send it to you, and you can see what madness things they're doing, like in Super Bowl week in the gym. Obviously, we're going to talk about the deep fake loom. The old looms are back from our friends. And before we go that, I'm on my soup diet currently. I'm not on a soup diet, but I'm sure you've seen my stories, Dan. We're soup day 4.
Well, it is the most interesting thing about you, to be fair. It says everything you need to know.
Mate, we know that. We know what we do to get interaction. And yeah, I mean, somebody was like, boom, straight in there after the lamb Scotch broth one today. Ooh, we had a few messages about that.
Not seen the lamb Scotch.
Sliding into the DMs. But yeah, I don't understand. Right. So we'll talk about soup going forwards, because I'm making it a conquest to go through all of the M&S soups. Reason being, M&S is right next to the facility that I rent. So I'm using, and they've got a lot of good soups, to be fair. So I'm making my way through them. And soups are generally pretty low calories, pretty good. It's nice and cold here, so I probably want to fucking eat them. So yeah, there's been some interesting soups so far. But the Scotch broth one, it's got a bit of lamb in it. Bit of lamb, which leads me to be like, what would be your go-to soup if you had like maybe top 2, maybe, because I feel like you need a broth chunky and just a normal kind of thing. You got a bougie soups, which is obviously what I'm doing currently. They're kind of bougie. They cost like £2.50, £3 a pot, but you know.
I do like a potato and leek.
Potato and leek. Okay.
I do like potato and leek and chicken and mushroom. They're for me are like the two gold standard kind of soups that I think you can't really go wrong with.
Mm.
Because the potato and leek one I prefer chunky with the bits of potato in and leek. Like so that'd be the chunky one I'd have, and then the chicken and mushroom would be the less chunky one maybe.
Yeah, because they're quite bougie in the things. I don't understand the typeface either.
You love a bougie though. That's what you're all about. You're a
Uh,
proper bougie. That's just the way you are now. That's just who you are.
the branding on the I'm reasonably uncomfortable on the how big the chunky is on the pot. So like, look, what is that? It's big, right?
Chicken and root veg.
Chunky chicken and
Yeah.
root vegetable soup.
Well, obviously, chunky is the biggest thing I want people to know about.
I know. It's odd. I haven't ventured into the. I'm assuming there's smooth would be the other ones.
Well, maybe they must have smooth and chunky. I think
must
maybe,
be
do you know what? That's
smooth.
probably happened there. It's probably had a few complaints and going, oh, it's too chunky or it's too smooth. So they've just gone
So they've
fucking
just got it.
straight in.
We're not changing it. We'll just tell you, yeah, whatever that is. So
Yeah.
I quite like the chunky because I want to like chew a bit of my soup. Like it's quite nice. I quite like that. I think as a youngster, I would have been like, ugh, yeah. So cream of tomato, easy is
No,
so basic. But
No.
I preface this with this to make it better. Put a boiled egg in it. Shell it off, obviously, and you put a boiled egg there, and then you get that in there with a little bit
That
of
doesn't
soft
help it.
runniness, and then it makes it a little bit like, ooh,
That's poor
great.
shout. That's a really poor shout.
mate. I feel an Instagram poll happening right now. I bet people are going to go for cream of tomato. And then I don't know what else I normally go for. I've been a bit because obviously there's I had a Kerlian chicken yesterday. It's pretty good, but these are quite bougie. So I'm enjoying it. Dan, I'm making my way through. And who knew there were so many soups?
Who knew? Well, I knew there were so many soups. There are a lot of them. I think that's where brands are trying to now, take each other on, aren't they? And be a little bit different, be a little bit like a little bit more out there with what I'm saying.
But I haven't ventured into
that.
tinned ones. I'm only doing the
Yeah.
pots because tinned one I can't bring myself to get at the moment. So because I think the tinned ones are like per meal are like much higher cal, and I ain't got that to spend at the moment. So right, Daniel, I'm gonna send you. What do you want to do? Loom, the Loom morons, or
We can do Loom. I just want to also touch on that. Have you seen the current trend of that I met my younger self for a coffee thing that's going around?
no.
That people are doing. I think it's mainly a female thing. Only females are doing it, and I really want to post like, but it's basically like this whole thing about like I met my younger self for a coffee today. We were both doing this, and I had this, and she was in this place in her life, and she was feeling like this, and I told her. She asked me if we were ever going to be settled down and have kids. She asked me if I was going to do this, and that was just basically like a little bit of if I could tell my younger self something, what would I tell them? Kind of vibe, right? And it's all this. Yeah, it's nice. Like, it's all like, yeah, everything's going to be okay. Don't worry. Stop stressing. I was going to do a spoof one and just be like, I met my younger self for a coffee today. I said, get the fuck back to work. Literally, just get to fucking work. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit harsh for me to but yeah, it just baffles me.
I've not seen it.
Have you not seen it? No, I just thought it'd be quite funny if I just did that. So get back to the. I said, get the fuck back to work and stop wasting so much time drinking coffee. So get the fuck back to work, stop wasting time chasing trends. There you go. I might just post that on my Instagram.
Do it, mate.
Yeah.
Do it. Anger the Gen Zs that follow you.
Me. Yeah, that's it, mate. It's just put more anger out into the world. It's got to be better, hasn't it? Put more anger out into the world. Best thing to do, surely. But yeah, the Loom videos, they're back, mate. Fucking hell, like the crazy
and they're
thing
more Scottish than ever.
Yeah, it's just like this Scottish dude's clearly like he doesn't mention or reference the person that he's talking to on the Loom. He just basically brings up their Instagram account. So he's basically his VA. He brings up their Instagram account, and he's got like a recording that's going, "Hey, it's Thingy Bob here. Just reaching out because I've seen your profile and I think that our program will be really helpful for you." Blah blah, blah. And makes no reference to the person's name or anything. So it's just copied and pasted.
Yeah.
And it's like the third mentor that I know is doing it, that I've been sent their stuff, right? So there's obviously more than that doing it, but there's the three I've been sent. And my biggest issue with it, the biggest thing that I just fucking can't get my head around is the fact that like they're all just copying each other. It's like they're all that clueless that they're just copying each other. It's just like I said to you, it's the whole way to make yourself stand out, not to show that you're clueless and really don't have a clue. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Um, I just find it mad and like it's fair play. I mean, Mike's gone fucking straight in, and he's to be fair, literally just noticed it now on my thing. He's basically posted the actual video on his Instagram story with the guy's name on it and everything. Brilliant. Um, fucking class. Like, oh, I love it. Love it. He's just got it in savage. But it is like, it's true. It's just this pathetic attempt at trying to do lead gen. And for me, um, I look at it and go, right, what does that tell me about this person? Like they're trying to cold pitch me their program without me reaching out to them or needing any help. It's just a bit like, how desperate do you need to be in a world where you don't need to do that, and in a world where we're helping people literally do it organically, so people come to you organically. And I always also say to people all the time, is like, how do you buy stuff on Instagram? How do you use stuff? What people do you reach out to? Oh, I follow them for like 6 months and like really resonate with their stuff. And then I decide now's the right time. I'm like, right, okay, cool. That's how you do it, right? So why then do you think it's a good idea to do that? Why?
Yeah.
Have you ever responded to a cold pitch in your DMs or emails and gone, I'm going to give this person money? No, right. I just don't get it. I just don't understand like the mentality of the people doing it. But the part of me thinks that the people that are doing it must be seeing some success from it. They must be getting something back to keep going with the tactic, right? Which makes me think that there's coaches maybe that are falling for it. And that's where I think that the problem is the coaches need to wise up that if someone sends you a message promising you that they can change things and help you out, be a bit smarter. Like be a bit smarter though. Do you know, like than just jumping at it straight away and just giving these people money? It's like part of me hates the way that they're doing this and hates the way the mentors are doing all these things, hates it. But part of me can't help but feel a little bit like it's kind of your fault for falling for it a little bit as well. Like be smarter, like have your wits about you. Like, why is it that people, get a scam call from someone going, "Oh, I'm from a bank. Send me your bank account details. I'm in Nigeria." That you go, "Oh, that's a scam." But yeah, when someone does this, they think that it's legit. Oh, this is great. Yeah, I'll just pay them 5 grand and they can help with my business. It's like, really? Like, really? Yeah, it just shocks me that people still kind of like fall for it. I don't know. It's a bit yeah, it's a bit funny, isn't it? Who knows? Who knows? It's yeah, I just think that there's part of me that coaches need to accept some responsibility for falling for this stuff and not be so gullible and naive that these things are going on and happening. So yeah, anyway. That's
I
the thing that's
like I like reading the transcript. We can only guarantee you because I've seen it work and almost every single niche. First niche he goes for LGBTQ plus. Second niche, according to the transcript, might be wrong. Vikings. Is that right? Did he
Vikings.
say Vikings?
Vikings.
Third niche, PCOS. You name it. There's an interesting group of people I want to see together. LGBTQ plus, Vikings, and PCOS. What? I want to know the content that goes to all three of those niches. To be fair, I'd like that.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, embarrassing, isn't it? I just think it's embarrassing. I look at that and go, it's just embarrassing.
Isn't it?
Like, do they not feel embarrassed sending that
Sending
out?
that
They don't
out, yeah,
feel
correct.
embarrassed. The pure
Ugh.
desperation of like how that comes across. I just couldn't sink that low. Like, just couldn't do it.
Should be too proud about like possibly the business that you've already built on what values that you've done, right? Surely, like, normally a case of like working at third space and stuff, they'd have like brand values and brand pillars. and like integrity and all that kind of stuff you can kind of put down to how you want to run your business. And it's like, all right, is there the way that you can work with someone who has the same kind of values as you?
Yeah.
And that's the most likely going to be the business mentor for you. And hence why we have plenty of clients. It's just like, probably it's like they just resonate with the value of what you're trying to create. And it's just like, all right, if you sign up with the person, guess what he's going to fucking make you do? Oh, you got hooked on a Loom, didn't you? So we're going to send them out, send out some, just get their page up. I guarantee this will be their ploy. Like, get their page up. Oh, I see like you're going around here, all amazing. I really think we could work on this press up, or like work on, maybe I could see you're a little bit overweight here, and blah blah blah. We'll get you good in the summer. I bet that's a fucking tactic, 100%. Bet it is.
Oh, it'd be a video. Remember, people do it on videos. They just literally get a selfie video.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they go, "Hey,
obviously we
I've seen
get
your profile, and I think you'd fit
copywriters,
great."
right? Like,
Yeah, and it's
copywriters
just a recorded
or
video
like
that they send
fucking,
out.
like,
Paid
oh,
for
I've made these videos for you, and yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me, Dan.
It'll not stop anytime soon. It's just going to keep going.
Oh, no.
Like it's painful because they just, again, they hire a VA that's not paid a lot of money to just churn these out and send them out, and they don't really care.
No.
They just don't care.
Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. But if you want to see it, then yeah, go on Mike's story. He might take it down. Well, it should be there by the time people have listened to this.
Within 24 hours, it'll still be there, won't it? Yeah.
Still be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Keep this. Oh, I'll just chat for 5-10 minutes about this, and then we'll have a little look. So this is the craziness that the Philadelphia Eagles were doing in season. You know, all those functional patterns that they're doing, all this mental lifting. Say what you see, Dan. Say what you see.
I mean, it's for them pretty low intensity. I want to say lightweights. I mean, some of them look like the bench press was struggling a bit, but it's more about, looks to me like it's more about speed of movement.
Just, I just want to highlight it's fucking basic fucking shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, again, there's nothing groundbreaking, is there?
There's nothing like.
There's a chop, there's a row, there's a squat, there's a press, there's a
clean, like there's a little
single arm press, there's a bit of power going
push
on.
Press, like hang clean, just a hang shrug.
Surely not the basics done well working over time. Can't be that.
Nah, wouldn't be that, would it?
You know, it's funny. I had the same conversation with one of my clients. He's a golfer and does golf fitness, and he's just like, went on a massive rant. He's like, I'm so fucking sick and tired of all these golfers thinking all this shit. It's like all the best people just do literally the similar thing. Like, you know, whether you're an NFL player or a golfer, he was like, it's the fucking same. He's like, power, chops, presses, pushes, squats. Like, just do that. Like, it's just mad, isn't it? It is mad how people try and reinvent the wheel, and these guys are just doing like core basic movements done really well. These guys, to be fair, one thing I will say is a lot of their form is very good.
Oh yeah, it's good, but I guess I think that's some of the difference in like NFL and high school and stuff like that. They're taught to lift, right? Their S&C coaches are, generally speaking, pretty fucking like clued on.
Coordination, isn't it?
Like
in some of these just like high pulls and stuff like that are very, very good.
It's quality, yeah. Just like everything works together. Like doing like landmine squats, normal barbell back squats, fucking just dumbbell presses, like 140 pounds in each hand, like just making it looking simple. It's that kind of stuff that I feel like sometimes, actually it doesn't really happen there, because I think like I put out enough like content in terms of like what I expect, the expectation with some people. And I'm like, look, 80% of it, I think some people maybe at the start when they have come to me before, they're like, oh, like 80% of it is fucking not simple, but it's just done well, done correctly, a little bit of nuance, it's fine. But then 20% of it, yeah, will be like little flavors of structures and sprinklings of like stuff that I need to get you to do. But a lot of it is like, all right, you're going to do similar patterns and you're fucking going to load them like, wow. And we're going to get there to do that. Yeah, you might be doing those, like, there's so many patterns that you can do. It's like, okay, you can go
one
up and
thing
down
I
the
think
spectrum.
But I wonder within that and the in-season and off-season and all these sorts of things as well, is that I would imagine there's a huge amount of variance or certainly prescription in the speed of some of those movements. I think there's an obsession with like, oh, am I going to be lifting heavy all the time? It's like, no, but you might be lifting with intensity in terms of like, I want you to focus on the speed of movement. So you might only have 50% of what you can lift, but you're fucking lifting that as hard as you fucking can up, if it's a squat or whatever. And I think when you look at that, it seems that there's a bit of a focus on priming movements and getting CNS ready or whatever, just training that power stuff. And I think that that's something that people wouldn't see. They might see the basics and see them squatting and benching, but what they thinking is, oh, I don't want to do 3 sets of 8 before I do that because my chest will be really sore. It's like, yeah, but they might be doing like 3 sets of 8, but it'll be more from a powerful standpoint, more from a.
I think I commented on a golfer's like post about their training as well, and they were like, I was like, oh, it looks all really good, and I was like, this looks really good.
I'm just going to send you a LOOM video over. I've got a program where I'm going to send.
I was like, look, I hate giving like slightly unsolicited advice, but I think your content's good. What you could do to make this slightly more golfy was, and they were doing like box jumps and stuff like right at the end, obviously for like conditioning. And I was like, oh, wham those box jumps at the start and do like just 6 of them. And they're not prime you for doing everything else you're doing. And they wrote back and was like, blah, 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 thanks. I certainly wouldn't do those jumps before a compound movement. That wouldn't work. And I was like, okay, golf Instagrammer, fuck me. Obviously, she doesn't know me, whoever I was, right? And I was just like, okay. I was like, cool, you do you. She was like, but everybody's different, I guess. And I was like, no, everybody, no. no. We all, that's what research
That's just a cop out. That's just a cop out for being like saying what you want to, you can't do what you do.
It's like everybody's different. No, that's not the case. I say it over and over again. We want predictable results. Therefore, we do similar things. So we know when you're going to get those results. That's what happens because people get pissed off when they don't get results. So we do predictable things. It's very crazy. But on that kind of intensity kind of scale, that's something that I kind of breathe into my guys where they generally go through 3 things really in terms of phases. So I did an Instagram post about it. I think it was like reasonably heavily saved. So about like general physical preparation. I think people know I talk about that as GPP, but they're like, what? That's general? I need more specific than that. I'm like, the people who scoff at GPP, the guys that probably get injured in mid-season, then they've got specific physical preparation. So you make it slightly more specific towards them, or you start going a little bit more, you put like power adaptation or strength adaptation probably, and then you move into sport specific preparation. So that would be like, all right, my golf, that's when I start layering some more like, all right, we're probably doing more vertical jumps. We're probably doing more like got a throw and release, that kind of shit. But that is the exact 12 weeks out model I run for Hyrox people. That exact model. General physical preparation. I do the big stuff that they can do, get them running. They generally get fitter. Then I do specific physical preparation. I layer in certain things in Hyrox, and then I see what sucks from their specific bit and layer that in at the end. 12 weeks, done. It's not that confusing, but it's basic principles. You know who came up with those principles? Louis fucking Simmons from powerlifting. Like way back when. Dead now. But yeah, crazy, isn't it? Like, obviously he was on gear quite a lot, but I think you had to be on gear if you train there, didn't you? But
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, crazy. Those kind of principles will get you, and if you cycled those 3 over and over and over, I'm pretty sure you'll be in a good place. But
Sure.
it's quite refreshing to see like people just that the Eagles just posted that like there was nothing like, oh, we've got to train our sling patterns because we're running and we're throwing and stuff like that. And it's like, no, actually I'm sure like the quarterback would have done some specific kind of shoulder drills of sorts, but yeah, just no need to put it up there, which is cool. Daniel, just on before we finish, what was your most liked comment on the Carnivore Cams thing?
Oh, mate, it was like several thousand, wasn't it?
Several thousand. All right, I've got a way to go. It's not on Carnivore Cams one. I commented on a BBC post, and I commented just before we started. And I've got 160 likes.
Mate, keep an eye on it. Let me find the one.
I'm going to keep an eye on it.
Video. I still get the occasional like on it still.
I've got one on his as well that I still get the occasional like as well. Yeah, it's quite
It
funny.
was a smoothie one, wasn't it? It was the smoothie one. Where's it gone? I'm going to find it now. Now you brought it up. We're going to talk about this.
Well, if anybody
Where's the
wants to go
fucking
see this on a BBC post, BBC News, it said rare black devilfish filmed in daylight for the first time, and it's this ugly looking fish. And I just wrote, "Nice to see my sister is doing all right."
Brilliant. Savage, that, isn't it? That is savage. Why can't I fuck mate? This guy just makes a lot of fucking content.
I love the
Why can't I
people
find
who's
this
commented.
fucking smoothie one?
I commented an hour ago. The people who have commented underneath it, literally like laugh your face, laugh your face, and then this person going, "She's not though." Like Tom Hall, she's not though. I was like, okay. And then Black Owl,
Oh, here we go. I
number
found it.
0. Tom Hall coach, she died. That's why she's up there. Why it's up there. I was like, I didn't read the caption.
Oh, it's not that one. Oh no, it's not this one. I got one on his that's got 565. That's the one where I kind of did the smoothie one. The other one was the Five Guys one, wasn't it? It's when he went to Five Guys and he ordered 5 patties, and I went, and no one saw this coming. That was the one. It was like, oh, I'm going to find it now. Now we're getting on to this. I'm going to find it. What I eat in Five Guys. It was that, and it was. He just walked in and got all these fucking patties, and it was just like, you're an idiot. I've got to find it now. You have to keep talking, mate. You're gonna have to keep talking.
That's right. I've got 7 comments underneath it already, and then 161 likes.
1,168.
Ooh, 1,168. Well, if this keeps it going, I've got 160 in 1 hour. So I'll check back tomorrow, see what happens. Oh, yeah, I feel like I'm just going to get lots of abuse off it. There's 3 or 4 people for it, like, but the fish died. Fucking hell, mate. Sorry. All right, thanks. Good.
But I think getting it on Carnivore Cam's post is a lot more.
Is a lot better.
A lot more. It deserves a lot more kudos than BBC News.
Yeah, correct. Because BBC News have got 28 million followers. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do.
But also, but they're not as prolific because this is already number 3 on their newsfeed, and this was only posted like today, 2 hours ago, and now there's an Elon Musk one. Okay, I should have done the Elon Musk one. That's got more comments and likes. Oh, well. Didn't even realize I followed the BBC News thing. Weird, isn't it?
There you go, mate.
Anyway, have we got any business? Oh no, just Dan's got stag do stuff to be getting.
I've got fucking jobs to do now. Fucking jobs to do. Tom's not giving me anything to do in the last 7 days. He's not introduced me to anyone I need to speak to. He's not talked about dates of anything. He's just left me with that news, just feeling anxious, stressed out with the news, but no one's talked about it.
Well,
no
because I've got to do wedding planning shit. So
that is a bit more stressful, to be fair.
The actual wedding that you'll be here for, because we've also got to like book in time where I've got to take you shopping. You're like, what? Because we got to get you fitted. That's got to happen at some point. Hopefully when you're in the UK, maybe. Well,
I'm in the UK in the summer, so that's all fine. I've booked that. I'll give you the dates for that so we can sort that out.
So we can
20th of I'll tell you now, 20th of July to the 8th of August when we booked in Bath. So
cool. Well, we're not going to be shopping in Bath, are we?
No, but I mean, as in that's when I'm close. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm going to get my stuff from Savile Row, and then we will slowly make our way to either M&S or something.
Primark.
That's right. Okay, Primark. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Sound.
Yep. We'll ask for their tailor. We'll see what small child walks out.
Yeah, I was about to say, just a staff member. Just a staff member called Taylor comes out. Hello, I'm here.
That's fine. They were like, oh, okay, cool, lovely. So that's exciting. We'll keep everybody updated on that because I feel like that's going to be a running. That's a whole year's worth of content. See if there's anything in this. Yeah, that's fine. I still got to post about it on social media. To be fair, I'll do that on Sunday. I think because I think enough time's passed. I think we told everybody as well.
There you go. You've done it all night.
I think I've got to do it before the engagement party. Would be the idea. Do you want to come? It's a bit of a trek for you. Literally the other side of the world. I think.
Why not?
Go bomb. You probably got to get a visa though.
Honduras.
Honduran visa. And I like their email, their Honduran embassy just don't understand how to turn caps lock off. The whole email is shouting at me.
Lovely.
It's so funny.
You deserve to be shouted
Anyway,
at, to be fair.
yeah, it's just the way I read it. I'm like, you need to send this to her. I'm like, what are you doing? Jesus Christ. Crazy. Anyway, that's what it looks like. I should write all my posts in caps lock, because that's what I do in my head. Anyway, any other business? I'm assuming not.
Not from me.
Not from me. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you next week.
See you later.